Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel with me, your host, Dirty Pat Walsh. So, I just got a package in the mail from my wonderful, beautiful friend, Hilary Thompson. Hillary's really nice about sending me tobacco from the States. She's the reason I've been able to try most of the kinds that we can't get in Canada here. So thank you so much, Hilary. She sent me a couple of the regular things, some Skull Cherry. I like Skull Cherry a lot. And some Timberwolf Peach. And I've been really hankering for some Timberwolf Peach lately. So, I've been dipping this Longhorn Peach, which isn't bad. It's pretty decent. I only have about 2 lips left. But Timberwolf Peach, what it's mainly done is made me want some Timberwolf Peach. So that's amazing. I've also never tried Timberwolf Wintergreen Fine Cut. Seems like I'm dipping a lot of Wintergreen Fine Cut these days. And I'm always, that's one of my favorite cuts, my favorite styles, the Fine Cut Wintergreen. And I've never tried Timberwolf, so I'm quite excited to try this for the review section. Now this one, she said she just picked up because she saw it and she remembered that I liked it. But what Hilary doesn't know is now a while back earlier, last year I guess, Copenhagen came out with a product called Smooth Wintergreen, and she sent me a can of it once, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. One of the best wintergreens I've ever had. Now, what Copenhagen has done is they've put it through another remodeling or whatever, and now it's called, instead of Smooth Wintergreen, it's called Wintergreen Smooth. And I've heard many mixed reviews on this. Whether it's a new product or whether it's the same product as the Smooth Wintergreen. I have the Smooth Wintergreen in recent memory, so we're going to do a review of that right quick. But this is the killer. I love nasal snuff. I love all kinds of nasal snuff. Crazy about it. And now, one style of nasal snuffs that is out there is the American style. Every region that it's made, every country it's made has its own style. Like German nasal snuffs are very fluffy and have a pretty healthy dose of menthol added and stuff like that. There's the Schmaltzler styles. I think I said that right. It's very coarse, heavy. It looks like almost like you could dip it sometimes. Wonderful stuff, British snuff, which is usually quite dry, not too fluffy, but has really quality tobacco and really nice scents you can get it in. And I love, my favorite snuff of all time is McChrystal's, which is a British snuff, and it's a real heavy mentholated snuff. But in America, they make what is known as scotch snuff, scotch snuff, and it's in a league on its own. It's you really got, if you're a snuff connoisseur, you really gotta be able to appreciate the things about it. It's very dry and powdery, like zero moisture content. It's very harsh, very, very, very high in nicotine. Usually, usually smells of, whereas a nice German snuff may smell of a lightly mentholated apricot. American snuff smells like a hibachi, it smells like a cookout. It's got a real charcoal thing to it. Now, Hilary found this in what did she say? She wrote me a really nice letter. I'll read this part. I found this can of nasal snuff in the antique bin the antique mall in North Carolina, still fully loaded. It's not only pretty ancient, but it looks like it's been in a fire. I don't know if you dare, but I thought it would be funny for a review. You know I'm gonna do this, Hilary. I'll show you the can. It certainly does look like it's been through a fire. It's a Railroad Mills. This is a product that's still made today. Yeah, this is a heavily tarnished can, but it hasn't been touched. The contents inside are flush with the you'll see what I mean. Like, it's still completely full. And nasal snuff doesn't go bad. And, the container got some damage, but the snuff inside looks fine. So let's have a little pinch of Railroad Mills. Now, usually I take big honking belts of nasal snuff, but on the American scotches, I don't take it like that. The reason it's kind of a crummy. A lot of times the way things get named is kind of crummy, but one of the stories I've heard behind why the reason it's called Scotch snuff is because it was kind of invoking a Scotsman who, was stereotyped as penny pinching, right? So, and the proper way to do American Scotch snuff is to just grab a little pinch like that, in which kind of is like pinching a penny, So it is what it is. I don't know, but it's good to take this and kind of warm it up in your fingers a bit, and yeah, maybe I'll put it in my snuff box here. Well, it is what it is. See, that's good for me for American scotches. Whoa. Wow. Oh, that smells so good. That's fantastic. Railroad Mills isn't a brand I've tried before, so this is great. So I guess this is a review of Railroad Mills Scotch snuff, but it's from an ancient can. Now, this is a really This is a really pleasant scent. It's very natural tobacco. There's not so much of the charcoal. What they call the charcoal element, they call it the barbecue. You know, the barbecue. I'm not sure how to pronounce that really. BBQ. They call it the barbecue. And it's not so heavy in this, at least on first impressions. Yeah, it's quite pleasant for an American Scotch. It's really easy to take. Now, granted, I'm kind of a pro when it comes to nasal snuff. I sure like using it. And the good thing about these American Scotch snuff cans is like this. This is just a little can, right? But this will last forever, you know, because like I have a few other can. I have a can of Tube Rose, a big thing of peach, sweet as a peach, dry snuff, and you know they don't. That's yeah. I have those in my little where I keep all my tobacco. And yeah, they last so long, and they're so good, and it's such a like Scotch snuff isn't a snuff I would really do all day, but when if I am snuffing something like say snuffing spearmint all day, or snuffing menthol or apricot or something, to break it up, a good belt of American Scotch snuff is a really good palate cleanser, if you will. Yeah, so this is fantastic, Hilary. Thank you so much for this. It's the hardest part is when I want to use it is not ripping off the label because I want to keep the label intact. But this is very, very cool. So thank you very much, Hilary. I'm very, very impressed with this. And what a find, you know? What a find.